The official figures shows that Kenya's economy has been growing at a steady rate of 4.6% for the last 3 years. I know you're wondering, does the economy grow on paper? Because most Kenyans say they don't have money in their pockets. Several companies, but just to mention De La Rue, the Kenya banknote maker, builders and market force, had recently ceased their operation in Kenya, bowing to the harsh economic situations. Of course, this has created ripple effects such as unemployment and high cost of living. Budget options for financial year 2025-2026 and the medium term. A parliamentary report released in February this year shows possible reasons why Kenyans are struggling economically despite the Kenya Kwanza government administration reports of economic growth. The report says that the secondary sector or the industrial sector, which are the sectors that deals with manufacturing and processing of goods, for example, the aerospace, the machinery, or the financial institution, have seen a steady decline in the gross domestic product or GDP from 18.1 in 2020 to 17.3 in 2023, and its contribution is projected to decrease further to 16.7 in 2024. The report further states that poor policies, excessive borrowing, failure to invest in agriculture, over-reliance on service sector, and inadequate government investments is pulling the economy down, forcing citizens into unskilled jobs or joblessness. It further goes that even with the increased labor participation, skill mismatch may still persist, where the workers' education does not match with the job market demands. The report shows that in 2023, total employment stood at 20 million, with the informal sector employing 16.7 million, while the formal sector employed 3.3 million. A growing labor force can drive economic growth if matched with job creation and productivity improvement. The report advises government to come up with conducive policies that ensure job creation, equitable labor practices, and sustainable economic development to maximize its benefits. On employment, the report finally talks of labor development, and it states that the government should focus more on education and skill development, advanced technology, infrastructure, and good business environment. This report was signed by the Director of Parliamentary Budget Office, Dr. Martin Musinde. The primary function of Parliamentary Budget Office is to provide independent and professional advice to members of parliament on matters concerning parliamentary budget. Tuesday, the 18th of February, the Standard newspaper recorded the plight of some of the many ordinary Kenyans who are struggling to get basic needs like food and healthcare, which they say have become very expensive. Now, whether or not the members of parliament are going to use this information while preparing 2025-2026 budget lies with them. But the reality is that the government has to prioritize policies that would match the economic growth and enable steady money inflow into the ordinary Kenyans' pockets. But until then, the ordinary Kenyans has to face the hard reality of severe economic hardships.